Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Planning for Reality, and welcome to my I'm still living in the past, April week 1 cash stuffing. Thank you for all of those that have watched my previous video, my monthly overview and cash condensing, commented and liked. I really appreciate your support. If you like my content and haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. It really helps me out and motivates me to keep going and making these videos. So my cash stuffing is going to be a little bit different than my usual because my situation may be changing really soon. So I'm just trying to think a little ahead. And I've changed my binders around a little bit in terms of priority. So you'll see that as we get through the video. Today we're stuffing 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 10, 20, 7, 40, 50, 60, 65, 75, 85, 95, 800, 5, 10, 15, 20. $820 is getting stuffed for variable expenses and sinking funds this week. I'm starting with my wallet. I don't have any coins this week for my coins challenge because last week I had transferred that money and paid for those things on the card because I didn't have a chance to go out to the supermarket. I did an online order. But this week we are stuffing 300 for groceries. So that's 51, 52, 53. I was so upset that, I needed those coins for my coins challenge. But they're sitting in the bank now, the change, and that will just sit there as a backup or a buffer. And 50 is going for petrol. So 350 of this money goes into my weekly cash spending. And I'll put that to the side and we'll get started into the binders. So this binder, the blue one, I've changed it out a bit and I'm going to start calling it my high priority sinking funds. And we are going to start with emergency. I'm going to start stuffing as much as I can when I can, and I'm going to kick it off by adding $10. So I've got 1,000 in the bank. I made these placeholders myself. I hope you like them. So that's to represent the money that I've put in the bank, and $10 now to get started or add on to the emergency fund and try to build it up as much as we can. Savings, I'm going to continue to add 100 as I usually do until we see how I go with my work. And I will update these trackers off camera. So I've wiped them all off and just started with the balance. So now this one is sitting at 1,150, 200, 1,200. I have to say it's so much easier to count when it's condensed. And I do apologize, I have a tickle in my throat. I've had it for a few days. Not sure what's going on. 1 month ahead, I'm going to be adding $40. And I want to try to give this a boost as much as I can in case I do stop work. So 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 for our 1 month ahead. And the goal here is, I think, about 2,500, and that would cover our bills and our groceries and petrol. Extra debt, I'm also going to give a little extra. I'm giving it $40 this week, and that's because, I need to try to focus on this a little more to try to get out of those debts a little sooner and reach my goals by the end of the year, or as much of them as I possibly can. So now it's got 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300 in extra debt. Once it hits about 500, then I'll go ahead and make an extra debt payment. Challenge, this is the buffer challenge, and I'm making this a priority because I do need a buffer in my account. And I'm adding 20 to this. So I'm going to go with the 15 and a 5. So let's add the money. Now it's got 1, 20, 45. And this challenge is for $500, and it's from Caracash Budgets on Etsy, and she also has a YouTube channel. Car maintenance is a priority because we need the car to get around, and I'm just going to add $50. So now it's got 1, 2, 53, 300 in car maintenance and registration. Medical, I'm adding 40 this week because I'm still able to. I've still got my regular paycheck. So now that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, 480. And so I've decided to beef these up a little from the paychecks that I have now, in case I'm not able to continue working, or there's a significant time between the current job I have and if I need to get a new job. But I will share more information about that once it gets closer to the time and I actually know what's going to happen. Back to school, I'm giving 40. And so it's got 1,000 in the bank, 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400. 1,400 for back to school for 4 kids. And I added to our digital sinking funds on the 30th. I added 150. So I'm just trying to build that up for our water rates and annual bank fees. So that's the blue binder done. I'll put that to the side and we'll move into the black binder, which is our events binder. And I am starting here with Christmas. And this one is getting 2 icons, which are worth $40. I may not be able to stuff these as much if my work situation doesn't work out. So I need to add a little extra now. So this is, I've added 40 and now it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40. 540 in Christmas savings. And this challenge is also from Caracash Budgets. Events, I'm going to just add the usual 20. Oh, that's my last 20. Okay, I hope it works out. So now it's got 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. 180 in events and gifts. Special occasions, I'm only going to be giving 5. And now it's got 51, 52, 25, 225. And you will see that a lot of my lower priority, I've dropped the amounts. The stuffing amount. So for the baby milestones, I'm going to be giving them 5 each. So they're each going to have 155. And this is just until we figure out what's going to happen and we can boost up our higher priorities like car and school and things like that, because they are more pricey. So that's my thought process, at least. In the end, the money is here, and if I do need it for something else, I can take it from another envelope depending on its priority and things like that. But yeah, that's the current mindset that I'm in now, just trying to be prepared. School expenses, I'm giving 5. And now that has 25, 35, $35 for school expenses. Self-care, I'm giving 10. And so now that's got 1, 20, 40, 50. And when I'm dropping these down, it just means that, for example, instead of the kids getting a haircut every 3 weeks, they'd probably have to push it out every 4 weeks. Just until, like I said, and I'll repeat myself, and I do apologize for continuing to repeat myself, until we figure it out what's going on or what's going to happen. Clothes, I'm also giving 5. So now it's got 1, 2, 50, 70, 85. 285, which is still a good amount. Household has 100, and I'm adding 5. So it's got 105. I think the rest of these are just getting 5s. Fun, out of 5. So it's got 1, 52, 20, 40, 60, 85. 285. Miscellaneous, I'll do 5. So now it's got 51, 105. The washer and dryer, I'm not going to give anything to. Date night, I'm not giving anything to. And I'm going to give my last $5 here to the PO box. So now it's got 55. And give, we will give to next week. So that's all of our money gone. I hope you enjoyed this video. I ask that you do bear with me while my situation is changing or unexpected. We don't know what to expect. My brain is all over the place, unfortunately, so I might be repeating myself or forgetting things. But I'm sure in the end it will work itself out and everything will just fall into place. There are some pros and cons with continuing to work for the company that I do work for at the moment, because they've asked me to come in physically to the workplace instead of working from home. And I was blessed to be able to continue to work from home after having my baby, but I'm just finding it really hard to figure out care for the baby. Childcare is really expensive here in Australia. I don't know if it's like that all around the world. It's hard to even get a place in a centre. So, you know, for a baby under 1 year old, I don't feel comfortable or confident to send them to childcare for 5 days a week, and also have to fork out over probably half of the pay that I'm going to get. So it's really, I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I have been looking for other jobs that are working from home kind of jobs, but there is nothing currently available that's in my skill set and what in the experience that I have. So we'll just have to see what happens. But I will keep you updated once I do figure it out and know. I've still got my normal hours for the next 4 weeks until the end of April. And then in May, my hours will be cut down. And they've told me they'll be cut down and slowly progressing, or, you know, slowly stopping to do a handover. in May. So yeah, that's the story. Thank you again. Thank you for listening to me and watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you all in my next video. I hope you stay safe. Have a lovely week, and bye everyone. Bye bye.